Hello, everybody.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
And we got Sheila and Greg Fawson, who are our producers, but they'll also be doing the affirmations and the reading today. Thank you, you two. We love you.
Thank you so much.
And we got the one and only Barb and Salo here again with us.
Yay, we are so glad to be here with you.
We're so glad to have you here. Freudian slip. Okay, I'm glad we're starting with laughter, but let's move to prayer. So just close your eyes and join me in that infinite place that dwells within, that all-knowing, all-loving source of all life, perfect, whole, and complete. That's who we are. That's who this world is. That's who this universe is. Here to express itself through us, as us, and for us. I know that this day is the day that God has made, and I find glory in it. And I know the same for each person that is tuned in today. I know that each one of us gets exactly what we came here to get, and give exactly what we came here to give. For this and so much more, I'm eternally grateful. And so with a heart full of gratitude, I can now release it into the law and to the love by simply saying, and so it is.
And so
it is.
Okay, let's get started with some fabulous music by Barb and Salo.
Oh, here is one of our favorites. Because it's traditional, but it's so much fun.
It's simple.
Because we are all light. We are filled with love and light, and everywhere we go, we get to do almost like planetary acupuncture wherever we are by showing our love and our light.
I love that. Planetary acupuncture.
too.
Yeah, bringing that light.
That's right. So here's this little light of mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, now let it shine. All across the country, I'm gonna let it shine. All across the country, I'm gonna let it shine. All across the country, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it time. Let it shine.
Yeah. Thank you so
So
much.
much.
Let's
You
get
are
things
welcome.
started. I'm revved up and ready to
That's
go.
right.
Okay, we're going to make some announcements and we'll be back to you shortly.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So like us and check in on Facebook at cslnorthmetro.org. You can, at CSL North Metro on Facebook. Our website is cslnorthmetro.org, where you can go to contact us and add yourself to our email list so you know what's going on with us. Go to the prayer request and we'll answer that prayer and pray all week. And you can check out the affirmations and the treatment or the affirmative prayer that Stephan writes for every week. And so there's lots of good stuff out there, and somebody's going to write a blog one of these days. We'll have a new one of those. So today's title is From Here to Eternity.
Not the movie.
Our guest artist you've already met, Barb and Salo. And today's reading is from Living Between Two Worlds by Joel S. Goldsmith. Okay, so we're ready for the affirmations in the reading.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. The affirmations for the week of May 16th, 2021. I am conscious and purposeful in my thoughts and beliefs. My life is the unique and original manifestation of all that the universe is. I joyfully celebrate the presence of God in all creation. All that I do reveals Spirit's vision for my life. I am grateful for everyone that blesses my life. Abundant good flows through me always, and so it is.
And I'll do the reading. The reading from Living Between Two Worlds by Joel Goldsmith. In man's early experience on this earth, all his activities were on the physical level of life: farming, road building, fighting, fishing, and hunting, and he was living purely on the physical and emotional level. Gradually, however, the world groped towards an understanding of the mind and eventually discovered its potentialities. And along with the discovery and development of the mental realm, access to the cosmic realm was also found. This is why during the less than 100 years just past, such great strides have been made in invention, science, discovery, and knowledge. These discoveries in science and the new forms of art, literature, and music have come forth from the cosmic storehouse. And as access is gained to that storehouse, the universal mind fills up its wisdom and reveals what men are seeking, whether a way to the North or South Pole, a way to fly in the air or travel underwater, or whether they are seeking new machinery for further automation. The entire nature of human living has been changed because we are no longer confined to what our ancestors knew. Now we have access to infinity, and there is no limit to what can be achieved through our understanding of the truth that we can reach the universal storehouse of laws of life. Physical or material laws, mental laws, laws of nature, all those laws governing automobiles and airplanes, and laws governing new ways of raising crops. So we come to the age in which we will be able to live without limitation. When man recognizes that he has access to the entire cosmic realm, he will bring to light a whole new world, glimpses of which we have already seen in what has been accomplished in the last 50 years, and which is only the beginning of a still greater era. And so it is.
That's so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. More music.
Yeah.
Once again, Barb and Salo.
Awesome. You know, I love those universal laws, especially the ones when it tells you, when I ask, it is already done.
Yes.
From here to eternity, that's always, it's true. So here is a title track from our song, It Is Already Done.
From our CD.
From our CD. And it's just a fun song because when I ask, it is already done.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Knowing and believing are sometimes galaxies apart. Finding the strength that is in me often is an art. And when I ask, it's already done. It is already done. It is already done. It is already done. Lining up with the Spirit, communing with one mind, shooting my rockets of desire, letting them go, it'll be just fine. And when I ask, it's already done. It is already done. It is already done. It is already done. Riding high on the wave, I let it all go. When I live and am truly joyful, I know all there is to know. And when I ask, it's already done. It is 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 already done.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, thank you so much. That's a
You
good
are
reminder.
That's
Thanks.
right.
And so it is.
That's so good.
So
Okay,
it is.
we'll see you in a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
We're gonna do our thing.
Yay!
I think.
Well, not that thing.
I didn't mean that. Now you get to talk.
So, before I get into my talk, I want to just let everybody know that may have been watching for the last 3 weeks that my dear mother has moved from here to eternity. And the title wasn't around that because we didn't think that it was going to ever happen because she's stubborn. But we send her off with love and caring and know she's in a beautiful place now. And thank you for all your prayers and support. I appreciate it. So, what's important, very important, is to know that each step you take in every moment is a step in eternity. And life guides us and directs us when we're open to it. And eternity is just what it says it is, eternity. No end, no beginning, just constant. No matter where you are, you're in the here of eternity. And the here of eternity is the most rewarding and uplifting place of consciousness that we could be, that we could allow ourselves to be in. Because when you're living for eternity, you're not limited by human time limits. You're opening yourself up to expansive thinking. Your senses become more alive. Your intuition becomes more prominent in your life. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us, well, not me so much, but a lot of others depend greatly on reason, and that's not a bad thing. But what if you were to up the amount of time that you stay open to your intuition and let it guide you and direct you in everything you do, what do you think your life would be like then? Do you think you'd have enough patience to wait for the intuition to take place? Or would you get impatient and go back to the reasoning things out? Now, again, reasoning things out isn't a bad thing. I'm not here to put down reasoning. But to experience eternity, the more we can intuit life, the more we can allow our, how many senses are there?
Well, I say 5, but they're probably more than that.
Yeah. Well,
Like sight and
right. We want to go to the 6th sense, that sense that opens us up to eternity and allows us to move past time and space. As we give ourselves to the here of eternity, and I use that here of eternity because we're here, but we're in eternity. Mm-hmm. And the here of eternity is what our spiritual nature really wants to live by, live through, live in. And I may be just talking for myself, but I invite you to be more open, to allow yourself to open to the goodness and the greatness that is waiting to guide you and direct you in all that you do. So let's say that you decide to live in the here of eternity and not by the limits of time. What do you think your prayer would be like? Would they be different in any way? Would your needs and desires change? How would you see the world? Would you see it any differently? Would your needs be more of the spiritual realm as opposed to the physical realm? These are important questions because going through these last 2.5 months with my wife, Valerie, we were challenged on every single level, emotional, physical, spiritual, and looking back at it now, and I'm just sort of coming out of the fog of it, but looking back at it now, it was what we needed in our life at that time for our eternal journey. And the experience will continue to, for me, give me insight to where I want to be in my life from this moment on. What step do I want to take? Do I want to take the step, moving deeper into that realm of the unknown, allowing it to speak to me, show me, direct me? Or will I feel more comfort just staying small and not allowing the innermost part of me to show me who I can be and what I can be and what I can do?
I don't think you've ever lived in that realm.
No.
Honestly, I don't.
I don't think so either. What realm?
You've always been so much more in eternity than you have in the present that there have been times when I've worried about you being able to
Come back.
to move in the physical. like there are some things we have to do in the physical world when we're here. So we have to be aware of both.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not.
That's true. But
and that's okay. That's why you have me.
That's right.
That's right.
And it's about choices. We always have choice. We can choose to take any step we want to take, and we can choose to live any way we want to live. And years and years and years ago, I made that choice to live in eternity and not live in time and space. And it isn't always comfortable, and it isn't always comfortable for those that love us, that have to live with us. But it's my choice. And everyone can make the same choice, but you don't have to go to the level that I did, because we're all individual and we're all on our sacred journey, and the journey is grand and delightful, and it is an eternal journey. You have anything?
Well, so when I was thinking about this, I got out Joel Goldsmith's other book that is one that I read a really lot, and I haven't read it in a while, but he talks about how as humans we have a tendency to dwell in that intelligence of the mind where we're thinking and striving and planning and doing and being. And I think I've shared before that I've spent a lot of my life in that. Although I've also had the wisdom to know that when things start going against the thing that I want to do, and I've watched people do that, just like buckle down and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get it done. I've had the wisdom and the intuition to know, oh, I should probably look at this again, because when I'm doing the thing I'm supposed to be doing, for the most part, it goes like an ease and grace. And so when it doesn't, I can kind of like back up and re-look. But I'm also in that reasoning mind, I've always had an intuition that said, yes, this, no, that. And even when I was a little kid and people were telling me things that I just knew some of those things, just I'd sit there and smile, because I also learned to keep my mouth shut and know, okay, that might be your truth, but I know better. I may be a little kid, but there are things I just know, and I've always had that too. So that balance of being in the world and being in eternity, I think is an important thing too, and just allowing ourselves to be guided by that intuition, when to go forward, when to not. And Joel Goldsmith talks about everything is spirit, like it's all spirit. And when we're striving and when we're fighting and when we're doing things, then that's not us being in the spirit. And if we just do our meditation and our prayer and all of the things that we teach all of the time, and be aware of that spiritual nature of ourselves, and that we're one with that power and that presence, and that's really the only truth. We're one with that power and the presence, and that is it. That we are guided and directed. And he talks about how when we're truly there, when we're truly just in that space where we're aware of our oneness with God, the things that we need will come. Mm-hmm. When we're praying for the things that we need without being in that realm, a lot of times the things that we need won't come. And it doesn't, some people can be very, very successful in the physical realm. And I was thinking about when people do things to another person to benefit themselves or their thoughts or whatever, if they just realized, whatever I do to you, I'm doing to myself. Mm-hmm. Because we're all one. It's all one thing. Whatever I do to the planet, I'm doing to myself. Whatever I do to another person, I'm doing to myself. Mm-hmm. Whatever I do to my spouse, I'm doing to myself. Or my children, I'm doing to myself. And that eternally, that person's not moving forward because they're stuck in this physical realm, thinking that getting ahead on this physical realm is the way to do things. And, we got eternity to get it right. And so we don't have to go, blame or shame or do anything else. Each one of us is here doing the things that we're doing because we're on our eternal path and we're learning lessons. And I also remember, we talked about it a little bit this week, there's a book called Radical Forgiveness. Yeah. And he talks about us traveling in soul groups, which has made sense to me because there are people that you meet and you just know you've always known them. And he talks about this conversation about, okay, well, so you were the one that did the bad thing to me the last time so that I could learn to go through it. And so this time it's my turn to do whatever it is to you so that you can learn and grow and go through it. And it's like, I'm reading that and I'm going, what? It's like, so we actually come here with a plan to throw the monkey wrench for the other person's good, for their growth. And then we do that for that person, for that growth, and we all agree on that before we come in. That puts a whole different spin on any of the people that I might want to make the evil one or the bad one or my enemy, or if we've No, and I'm not saying that that's everybody, because we're also talking about people who aren't on that level, who aren't even aware. And so I'm not making excuses for anybody's behavior or trying to change anything. I'm just saying there's other things going on the spiritual level sometimes.
Yeah. And what's true also, when you're living in the here of eternity, you move from problems and challenges into possibilities. Mm-hmm. And I have a greater sense of, this isn't something happening to me. Mm-hmm. This is something happening for me. And what is it that I can get out of it? What can I take from this? What experience is calling me forth to have? Mm-hmm. And how can I prepare myself mm-hmm. to be in whatever challenge or problem happens? Because there really aren't problems and challenges. There are possibilities. So we can move into the what ifs of life. Mm-hmm. What if I was large enough to go through this experience? What if I opened myself up deeper and expanded my consciousness and my awareness of who and what I am, mm-hmm. expanded my consciousness of the here of eternity? What if? What if? And we move away from all the should-haves, shoulds, have-tos, because we don't have to do anything. All the spiritual world is calling us to do is to be, mm-hmm. to be, and to allow ourselves the time and the energy and the heartfelt movement to just be. Sometimes the shoulds and the have-tos come from a busy mind. Well, most of the time it does come from that, but a lot of times it comes from a busy body, a person in your life that just has all the answers for you, wants to tell you what to do, and
that kind of busybody.
Yeah. And we get caught up in trying to find the right way, trying to find the solution to whatever we're going through, the answer to it. And the answer and the solution is always there within you. Mm-hmm. And it's calling for you to open up into your intuition and allow it to guide you and direct you, because it will never forsake you. Mm-hmm. It is for you, always. This universe is for us, not against us. It was created for us, not against us. And we get to play and enjoy the here of the eternity and move into one glorious experience after another. Mm-hmm. We get to love, we get to live, we get to open up and give. We get to do all these things. So just maybe one moment every day, just ask to show you the here of eternity, the here that you're in now, and the eternity part of it, mm-hmm. and see what it shows you. Give it a try. There's nothing to lose.
And also, whatever anybody's path is their path, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with material things or titles or any of those things. No.
Just kidding.
I worked really hard for the title of minister, did you? Yeah. Yeah. And that I'm reminded the first time I really got that thing about everyone is equal regardless of the job they have or the thing they do. I was reading that old book, Chicken Soup of the Soul, and they were talking about this man who his whole job was to help the people who needed help, like with the wheelchairs and things like that in the airport. And what he did with every single person that he helped in the wheelchair or however they needed help to get on and off the planes and to the next place that they needed to go, is he made them feel better about themselves. Mm-hmm. And that was a time that makes me so aware that every person has value, and job title has absolutely nothing to do with it. And how he made people feel made him extremely, extremely important and valuable to the planet and to each person that he came in contact with. And that's when I really got it, that what your title is or how much money you have or none of those things eternally matter. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things. What I'm saying is eternally, it's all good. And so how we make other people feel is a really, really important part of that. And so I just wanted to share that because it came up for me right now, that awareness of, wow, that person had so much value on this planet because he made people feel so good. Every person he came in contact with. What a wonderful thing is that.
Remind me when I first came into this movement, my first spiritual center was Agape International Spiritual Center. And I wanted to serve in some way. So I got into this group of individuals who on Sunday morning would pray and bless each and every chair. And we're talking 1,000 chairs. And there's a large group of us that would do certain sections. But when I was praying, I just pictured it, an individual sitting there. And it would flash through my mind, woman, man, child, Buddhist, Jewish, all these things were going through my mind of this individual who is maybe one of those things, but in eternity, he or she is all those things. Mm-hmm. So just picturing and blessing every aspect of each individual, and it felt so. It just made my day, just being in prayer and blessing those seats. It was a joy of my life each Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
We may not have a long service today because we're still recuperating from total exhaustion, and it's a good thing because it deeply makes us appreciate sleep. I have a greater appreciation for sleep than I've ever had in my life.
Well, I was kind of feeling like I was complete, and maybe it's time to pray. What do you think?
I think so.
All right. So I invite you to just take a deep breath. Let all those thoughts going through your head just kind of fade away. You just focus on the breath. Focus on the one eternal intelligence that is breathing your breath, beating your heart, the thinker of your thoughts. That is the one thing, the one power, the one presence that is unlimited, eternal, always, always expanding, creating good and beauty and more good and more beauty. It is every beautiful thing and every not so beautiful thing on this planet. It is our solar system. It is our galaxy. It is the millions and millions and millions of amazing galaxies that we've been able to see because of the Hubble. It is that and so much more. It is everything that has ever been and everything that ever will be. It's just right here where I am, where Reverend Michael is, where each one of you are. That is the one power and the one presence and the one God. And so I know for each one of us that we experience love and peace and truth and joy and abundance and prosperity and loving relationships and a healthy body and compassion and patience, and just expand our awareness of the truth of our being, of our oneness, of that power and that presence that indwells each one of us. Expanding that awareness of that is the same truth for each and every person, and that we are one with the one and one with all that is, with everyone and everything all the time. There is no separation ever. Regardless of our feelings, regardless of the situation that we find ourselves in, we are one with that power, with that intelligence, with that amazing truth.
Yes.
And so in absolute gratitude for knowing this truth, I pass this word to Reverend Michael.
And from the depths of my heart, I give thanks for this glorious day. I give thanks for the experience that Reverend Valerie and I went through, knowing it has brought many gifts and it will continue to give gifts. I bless and give thanks for the wonderful mother I had in my life. And I know that she has set herself free and is living her next experience, having been birthed into it. I bless all those who have asked for prayer in any way, through our website, through other ministers. I just know the truth for each and every individual that right where you are, the here of eternity is, the God presence is. I bless this planet and all those who live on it. I bless every form of life that's on this planet, knowing that their life, that life gives life to us.
Yes.
I give thanks for my understanding and my awareness of God as me and God as each and every one of you, so glorified in being here and now. And so with the deep sense of absolute gratitude, so thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, life. I can release this word. Simply let it go, knowing it is fulfilled. And I say, and so it is.
So it is. And so we invite Barb and Salo to come back.
Come back, Barb and
back,
Salo, come back.
We're back. And we are so grateful to be with your beautiful spirits and souls.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh, here is a song. It's a very old tune called Carrick Fergus, but I rewrote the words several months back, and I just called it My God Is. My God is wholeness, love and perfection, wisdom, power, and harmony. My God is beauty, life, light, and order. Is God's creation. I'm all of these. And I shall sing the song from my soul, the shining light that I truly am. In meditation, divine thoughts are given. It's up to me to walk my path. Spirit directs me in love and wisdom. All knowledge to me is given. All doubt and fear are tossed aside. Intuition, my holy guide. Living in the land of the holy I am. My steps are strong and secure. I rest at night in divine protection, and I sleep in the hand of God. And I sleep in the hand of God.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much for that.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we could present that.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to come back to you after this short business, and we'll look forward to your next song.
Awesome.
So here it is, the magic basket, calling forth, feed me, feed me. I want to continue to grow this spiritual center.
Yeah, I can't hold it straight.
It doesn't need to be held
I guess
straight.
it doesn't.
Anyway, we're asking you to check into your heart, see if there's anything that has been opened or fulfilled through the service. And if so, think about giving us some love through your givingness. There's several ways you can do it, and Reverend Valerie's going to show you how now.
So if you use Venmo, you can use a QR code on your screen. The easiest way is to go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and there's a couple ways to give there. So you can give one time, you can give repeat giving, however you want to do it. So, and we take checks and cash too.
Yes.
Yes. And yeah, that's good.
All right.
Want to bless it?
So just hold your palms and point it towards the screen and repeat after me. Thank you, Divine Spirit.
Thank you, Divine Spirit.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
I am so open to the love that flows through me.
I am so open to the love that flows through me.
And I now give it through my givingness,
And I now give it through my givingness,
knowing that my gifts uplift the world
knowing that my gifts uplift the world
and change lives everywhere.
and change lives everywhere.
Through my goodness,
Through my goodness,
through my love,
through my love,
through who I am,
through who I am.
it is done.
It is
It
done.
is complete,
It's complete.
and so it
And
is.
so it is.
Ooh,
We get to hear Barb and Salo again.
yes. Yeah.
And here we are. Yes. What if God was one of us?
What if?
What if, like, that unity consciousness, everywhere we go, I see God in you, I see God in you, I see God in everybody. Eric Bazillion wrote a really cool song about this, and just puts it into language that back in the 90s, I just totally fell in love with the song, and we fell in love with the song. Just
I did also.
Yep. If God had a name, what would it be, and would you call it to his face? If you were faced with him in all of the glory, what would you ask if you had just one question? And yeah, God is great. Yeah, God is good. Yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. God had a face. What would it look like, and would you want to see? If seeing meant that you would have to believe in things like heaven and in Jesus and the saints and all the prophets. And yeah, God is good. Yeah, God is great. Yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home. Trying to make his way home. Back to heaven all alone. Nobody calling on the phone, except for the Pope maybe in Rome. And yeah,
God is good. Yeah, 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 yeah. What if God was one of us? Just a smile like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus trying to make his way home. Just like a holy rolling stone, back up to heaven all alone. Just trying to make his way home. Nobody calling on the phone, except for the Pope, maybe in Rome.
Yay.
Oh, thank you.
That brightened my day. Thank you.
You're
How
welcome.
wonderful. So yeah.
Announcements? Oh, yeah. Join us on Zoom right after this service. And the link is in the comments. So all you have to do is go click on the link, and we'll see you afterwards for your aha moments. And you can sign up on our email list on our website to get the information of the things that we're doing. So for those of you who want to join us afterwards, we'd love to see you on Zoom.
Yeah. And thank you to Greg and Sheila. Thank you to
Thank
Barb
you.
and Salo. Thank
Yes,
you for
thanks,
all those who tuned in to us today, and all those that may watch us
Later.
Yeah, later. Later,
For the
alligator.
great message and for the great music, Barbara.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
We
Thank
just
you.
love playing music for you guys.
Oh my God.
We just love having you
Yes.
too.
We just
So
love
have a
you
great week.
and your music.
You, Benedicta.
Okay. So just once more, just close your eyes. Just find that place within, that centered place. As we just know that there is only that one power in that presence, that power in that presence is within each and every one of us, and that I know that each one of us is blessed and is a blessing. As we go about our week and we understand that those things that we might not call blessing, we can call blessings this week because there's something in it for us. And so I'm just in absolute gratitude for this time together, for our awareness of the truth of our beings, for all of the people that help us every week to be able to do this thing, and all the people that are present as we do it, and those who watch later, and for everyone everywhere. I just bless us all in absolute love and peace and grace. And so I'm just in absolute gratitude for knowing this word is done. I just release it. I allow it to be. And so it is.
So it is.
And
Woo-hoo!
I forgot the woo-hoo in the last one. I'm going to hear about that.
We did it for you.
Oh, thank you. All right. So join us on Zoom if you want to talk after. And have a great week, everyone.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, you guys. I love you so much.
Oh, we love you. Mwah.
Oh my goodness.